To welcome you all to the last PTO meeting of the 24-25 year. I'm Kristen McDaniel. I'm the PTO president, and I'm joined here today by Erica Postuma, who's our VP of Communications, as well as our secretary, Lynn Mayer. And then we have some very special guests that I will have Principal Walsh introduce. But moving on to the president's report. First of all, I'd love to welcome all of our incoming freshman parents. Woohoo! So we had a fantastic 8th grade coffee on the 2nd. We had a really good turnout. I was really pleased to see as well that there were just so many new families that this is their first child at Central because we're over the years we're starting to lose a lot of the parents that have been around for a long time. So it's just great to have new people join us. And there's so many different ways to get involved, dependent on how much time that you have and where your interests lie. So I know that there were signups there. We also sent out to send to all the schools where you can get more information on all the various committees, and you can always reach out to me with any questions, and my email is president@hcpto.org. I wanted to also congratulate all of the graduates. Yes, Annie and Maisie, as well as anyone who's watching this afterwards. So whether you're entering college, or starting out in a trade, or you're taking a gap year for a little bit, just wishing you all the best, and hopefully that you are able to carry all of the wonderful learnings and just all the support that you received at Hinsdale Central into the next step of your journey. So we are also doing right now a Bring Your Fire fundraiser. So it is some swag for your car. It's a license plate frame, and that information is going out both in the e-blast as well as it's going to the various middle schools. So this is a great way to show your Hinsdale Central pride. And if you are a mom like me who's not a fan of stickers, it's just a nice way to be able to to demonstrate being part of this amazing community. So we'll be selling these through the 15th of May, and then they will be available to pick up at the end of May, and more information on that will be coming. So I wanted to thank all of our volunteers, and I by no means wanted to try to actually do a list of volunteers, because I know that I would miss someone, and if I was on that list and I was missed, my feelings would be hurt. But Erica, if you wouldn't mind showing the one slide, we do have a couple of our volunteers who are graduating this year, who have been with us for for a very long time. And those folks are Lisa Romberger, who her youngest is graduating, and she has been involved in so many committees, especially the holiday breakfast, as well as did a ton of help with post-prom. Also, a huge thank you to Tanya and Deb, who've been on the Make a Difference committee for many years. I think that Deb was saying that this is her 12th year, and so they are both graduating as well, along with our wonderful board member Sujit Menon, whose daughter Maya is graduating this year, and he has been a staple on the last few boards that I've served on. So we just really want to thank them all for all of the work that they've put in to just make Hinsdale Central a very special place for not only our students, but the staff and parents as well. So this summer, make sure that you have signed up and paid your PTO dues, and then you'll be on the list for our e-blast. So we will be sending out, we've been doing this the past few years, we send a survey out to all the parents. We really want to make sure that we're meeting the needs of the parents and the topics that they're interested in. So we'll share what topics that we've presented over the past year, and then we're open for any comments. And really, a lot of people end up having the same type of information that they're looking for. And so I know for sure the past 2 years that I've basically been able to incorporate all of that feedback into the PTO conversations that we have every other month. So I just encourage everyone to fill out that survey. We take it very seriously. Also, this year, we're sending a survey out to the Hinsdale Central staff as well to get some of their input in terms of what do they really wish that parents knew more about Hinsdale Central. I mean, we're really blessed. Jen and her team are on here a lot, as well as, Principal Walsh and the assistant principals, and they're really able to give us sort of that peek behind the scenes of what happens at Central. And it's just, you'll really just be amazed at the amount of thought and effort that goes into our children's, mental, physical, and emotional well-being. And so I love when we're able to highlight all the good work that's going on by the staff. And then last of all, I just wanted to thank all of the administration for all of your support this year, Principal Walsh, the assistant principals, Jen and Sally, and especially Julie and Matthias for helping us, communicate and continue to get the word out about the PTO. So really briefly wanted to spotlight two of the programs that those that are newer to Central may not be aware of. One is the Red Devil Scholarships, and the other is the Panhellenic. And these are both for seniors. So the Red Devil Scholarships are for students that demonstrate need, and they're asked to write an essay talking about what it means to be a Red Devil. Next year, I really think I'd like to adjust it to really talk about how they've brought their fire to Hinsdale Central over their years here. And so those scholarship applications were due last Friday, and it's going through a very rigorous selection process, and those will then be presented to seniors during senior awards. We also have a Panhellenic committee, and we work with the Hinsdale Panhell to help senior girls that are interested in rushing a sorority. So this year we're actually partnering with LT as well, and we're hosting an event on the 20th. So while it might not apply to everyone right now, it'll definitely apply in the future. We have a fantastic program where we work to make sure that staff and teachers are recognized, and not everyone always sees all of the good that goes on. And so this is an ability for parents, students, as well as fellow colleagues are able to nominate teachers and staff and others who really make a difference. And so the Q4 nominations are closing on 5/10. So you have a little bit of time to make sure you get your nomination in. We're also going to be having our last staff appreciation event on the 17th, and we're doing some drawings with gift cards again, as well as just a very wonderful spread to thank all of our staff and teachers for all that they do. We do have some open positions for next year, which is very exciting. We got a ton of great signups to be on the committee. We are looking to fill 2 board positions, both the VP as well as secretary. It may sound kind of scary and overwhelming, but it really isn't. And it's nothing compared to what you may have done in elementary school or even in middle school. So please reach out if you'd like to learn more or have any interest. Also, we are looking for a chair for post-prom. This is really a good one for incoming freshmen as well as sophomore parents to get involved with, that they can help This is an event that we put on after prom every year to make sure that our students stay safe. Since this event has been going on, the Hinsdale Police Department have reported a reduction in incidents. So this is something that the PTO does every year. We're also looking for some extra help with our social media as well as our e-blast. And that is enough for me. So I am going to turn it over to Principal Walsh for both his principal's report and then have him lead into the presentations.
There we go. It took me 4 times to unmute. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. I appreciate all the PTO has done, and will continue to do. This week, we have, before we get to all the good news, I want to make sure we recognize Ms. Jennifer Lang is here and Ms. Jen Regnier are here. Jennifer Lang is from the College of DuPage and will be presenting in a few moments. And Jen Regnier and I will present as well on Hinsdale Central and the summer opportunities that lay awaiting for our students as they get ready for summer vacation. But I did have some good news I wanted to share. We are in the midst of Teacher Appreciation Week, and I know the PTO, the boosters, the foundations, and all the Red Devil community have been doing outstanding and thankful gestures for our staff. Hinsdale Central is an amazing school with a supportive environment because of the Red Devil teachers and the staff. I did want to extend the most sincere thank you to the Red Devil staff for all they've done, they are doing, and will continue to do. They bring their fire, as you said, every day so that our students have an opportunity to pursue their ideal future. So there's a lot going on around campuses. This is the time of the year where all of our 100 clubs, or many of our 100 clubs, are working on state and in some cases national competitions. And as you said, Kristen, if I start naming one, I'm going to forget another, and then I'm just going to get yelled at. So I'm going to just say, hey, it's a great opportunity for all of our students who are participating. Thank you for all that, and good luck in all those competitions that you have coming up. I did want to take a moment, though, to recognize school counselors Corinne, Matos, and Guzman, as well as school psych Miss Gallagher. They sponsored a group from first generation students and the Black Student Union on a field trip to the University of Illinois, Chicago. It was a great experience for these students to gain exposure to college campus and learn about academic and scholarship opportunities. So hopefully if your son or daughter was able to attend that, that's awesome. And looking that their future is bright. It's just right there for the reaching. They just got to go out and get it. We've also had a wonderful opportunity to recognize our seniors this year. Prom was really early, and that's because of our rotating schedules of where we're at. But we're hoping to maybe secure a more permanent spot. We're trying to finalize those contracts. And once we know where prom is for 2025, we'll announce that, but it is not official at this moment. So, but I do appreciate the feedback the PTO gave at the last meeting in regards to what prom potential there is. We have graduation, as Kristen said as well, May 23rd, Thursday night. Come out and support our seniors as they walk across the stage and pick up their diploma. It's been a pleasure working with them for the last 4 years, and I know we got some great student speakers. Who knows, I might even get to speak, as I haven't spoken at the last 3 graduations. We'll see how it plays out this year, but I am looking forward to it. So Kristen, thanks for letting me share that good news. I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And that is a lot of good news. It's always wonderful to end the year on that. So as Principal Walsh mentioned, that we have Jennifer Lang here from College of DuPage. So Erica, does she have her sharing right so she can start talking about all of the different opportunities that are available at College of DuPage?
All right. Let's see here.
There she is. She is doing it.
Thank you,
Jennifer,
for
thank
having
you
me.
so much for coming out to join us this evening.
All right. Thank you for having me. So I'm Jennifer Lang. I am the coordinator for high school programs at College of DuPage, the Youth Academy. And I want to start off by saying we do have some new programs this summer. And they are available at the Westmont Center. So we expanded our locations from the main campus, our Naperville Center, and our Westmont Center. For our Youth Academy programs, we have not just for high school students, for grades K through 12. Our program guide usually comes out in March, so a lot of the popular programs do tend to fill up quickly. We do have a open house usually in March as well, so look out for that for next year as well. We have it every year, and you can usually get a 10% discount on classes. We have our Explorer camps for kindergarten through 6 at the main campus, our academic enrichment camps for grades 1 through 12 at the main campus, our Teen Extreme camps that are for grades 7 through 10, counselor and training program, which is 7th through 10th. It's for those students that are kind of a little bit too old for summer camps, but they're looking for something to do, maybe with some leadership skills for the summer. Our Junior High Achievers program is for incoming 7th and 8th graders. It's an introduction to our high school curriculum. Our high school credit courses are for grades 9 through 12 at the main campus. Our Career Academy camps are at the main campus. And our high school and college success series are at our all 3 campuses, Westmont, main campus, and at Naperville Center. So for our high school, junior high through high school programs, our Teen Extreme camps, it offers older students an all-day experience. It's from 9 a.m. to 2:30, featuring our most popular camps, which is mostly like at the culinary, which is in our culinary kitchens, 3D printing, robotics, video animation, website design. The counselor and training program, they get to program their own course for the students. They get to experience being a counselor, and they get to lead programs by the end of the program. It's a really great leadership opportunity for the students. For our 3 campuses, we have the Glen Ellen main campus, our Naperville Center that's at Rickert Drive, and our Westmont Center, which I believe is really close to your area. For the Westmont Center this year, we have STEAM Ventures. Those are for grades 1 through 5. Our high school success series, which are short workshop type classes to help you become more successful in high school or college, time management, note taking, test taking, Common App writing skills. We also have SAT, ACT test prep and private tutoring for test prep in all high school subjects as well. Our tutors are current high school or college instructors, so they have at least a bachelor's degree in their field of expertise. Our Naperville Center, we have our STEAM Ventures, Enrichment, Teen Extreme, the Success Series classes as well, test prep and tutoring. And at the main campus is where we hold most of our programs. We have Explorer camps. Those are the day camps for K through 5. Enrichment for actually grades K through 12. Teen Extreme, the Junior High Achievers classes, Career Academy, High School Credit, Advancement and Recovery courses, High School and College Success Series, High School Enrichment, and Test Prep and Private Tutoring. The Junior High Achievers is a great program for those students, those high achieving students in incoming grades 7th and 8th. Next year, we're going to expand it to incoming 6th graders. It's a preview experience, so they get to preview the high school level curriculum. They use the same textbooks as our high school courses. A little bit shorter day. It's only Monday through Thursday. So it really gives them a little leg up before they start high school and they get introduced to the material. The high school credit courses are for advancement, credit, or recovery and enrichment. We offer a lot of same courses that some of the area high schools offer for summer school, but it's just like an extra added course or campus. So this is for incoming freshmen through current high school students. It's an extension of the regular academic school year, and you can either gain credit or you can explore interests. You can audit a class for enrichment purposes. And again, sometimes students just like to be introduced to the material, so they really have a leg up when they start the class in the fall. Classes are accelerated, so 1 day during the summer program is equal to 1 week in the regular school year. So a 3-week course is equal to 1 semester of coursework. And all of these classes are held at our main Glen Ellen campus. The courses that we have available for credit recovery are Algebra, Algebra 2, Geometry, Pre-Calculus, English, freshman level, Speech, U.S. History, Consumer Economics, American Government, Biology, Chemistry, and Physics, which include labs at COD, Spanish 1, 2, and 3, French, and American Sign Language. Our Career Academy classes are really unique. They're taught by our full-time faculty. It's a 1 week, usually Monday through Friday camp for high school students. It's a fun educational way to get a little bit of an insight on some career paths that they may want to take in college. It's taught in our facilities at COD, so the culinary classes are taught in our state-of-the-art kitchen. The welding class is taught in our welding labs. The 3D CAD design is taught in our manufacturing labs. So it's a really interesting experience that the students can have this opportunity to work, get hands-on experience, and kind of see if it's maybe a career that they want to follow when they graduate high school. These are our Career Academy courses that are available this summer. We expand every year. This year we have a creative writing workshop that's new. That's going to include an alumni panel and current former students that are currently in the field. That includes a question and answer period, and they're including lunch with that as well. Our culinary boot camp and pastry chef camps are really popular. They are filled right now, but we do have waiting lists. So those are the ones that you kind of have to sign up earlier. And we have a lot of other popular ones as well: cybersecurity, social media marketing, stock market, welding, and the 3D CAD designer popular as well. Lots of hands-on experience the high school students can get. Our Success Series classes are offered at all 3 of our campuses now, so new this year at our Westmont Center. The students learn how to manage the workload of high school and college expectations. It's for ages 13 to 19. We do allow some 7th and 8th grade students as well if we have enough space in the class. The classes that we offer right now are the Common App essay, note-taking and outlining, writing workshop, test taking, and group study skills, and the time management classes, which is really popular. We also offer the test prep and tutoring. We offer SAT, ACT, PSAT in the spring. We're going to be offering again. We used to offer in the past, and we're bringing that back. We also offer private tutoring for any high school level course, from English to honors and some AP level classes, depending on instructor availability. So those are available throughout the year, summer, spring, and fall. If you have any questions, email's a great way to get a hold of me. You can also go to our website. You can view our course catalog on the website, or if it got mailed to your house. Our email for the Youth Academy, if you have any other questions, is right there. Our main website is the CE High School. I just wanted to show you really quick. It shows you how to register. Our parent handbook is on there as well. All of our required forms are on there as well. And if you can see, all of our courses are listed. And you can see them right there, or you can view our current summer schedule by clicking there. And
Awesome.
that is all.
Thank you so much. Love it. There's so many opportunities. So it's definitely a great way to keep the kids busy if they're not in camp, and learn something as well. I've always had the policy with my kids that if they're not in a travel sport, that they are taking a summer school class or they are working. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Principal Walsh and Jen to talk about how someone can get a work permit through.
Thanks, Kristen. We're going to turn it over to Jennifer here in a moment, but Jennifer Lang, thank you for being with us. There are some awesome classes. I know we offer a plethora of summer classes, but man, teen improv, I saw that one. I wish I had signed up myself or my kids up for that one. So I think there's some really cool opportunities. So thank you for being with us and sharing these wonderful, because College DuPage is an unbelievable resource for our community of students and parents. So thank you for being with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, before we get started, just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. As COD, as Jennifer's did some opportunities at COD, we want to present some opportunities for us as well as our students from the high school lens. So Jen's here with us, from the director of the counseling department and social work, to talk a little bit about getting ready for that college things and all things college. So it might be sometimes too young to think about that, but if you're in high school, it's always a good opportunity to start thinking about some of these things. So I'm going to turn it over to Jen, and I'll talk a little about job opportunities opportunities, and summer school from District 86 as well. So, Ms. Regnier, the floor is yours. Tell me when to click.
You can go to the next slide. I just have the one slide, so.
Just the one slide. All right,
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's a couple of things that I wanted to share. There is a link in this slide on the summer enrichment opportunities. So we get a lot of information throughout the year of different opportunities for students over the summer, whether it's a week-long camp or a workshop. So as those things roll in, we post them to our website. So there is a link there. If you share this out, and they'll be able to click on it and it'll take them to our website, but it is on our website in the counseling area under summer opportunities. And I think right now there's probably 30 different opportunities. Some of them are on a college campus, so it's a great way for them to step foot on a college campus. Some of them are some online opportunities and things like that. So that's a great resource if you're looking for something for your student to do. And a lot of those are then opportunities for them further down the road to, share leadership or show that they've served in a leadership or done something outside of the box when they're writing their college essays and stuff. So there's some great opportunities in there. And then specifically, we wanted to talk a little bit about juniors this summer because we want them to come in hopefully on the right foot their senior year, so they're not feeling super overwhelmed. So there are a lot of things that they can do now and throughout the summer to help them prepare so that college application process doesn't feel quite as overwhelming to them come September. We will meet with every current junior, next year senior, within the first couple weeks of school to kind of talk about the process. And then we'll meet with them periodically up through, early November, making sure that they're getting their college apps done and things like that. But to be proactive, I know a lot of juniors have already started doing this, asking teachers to write them a letter of rec. Some teachers write over the summer, so it's really good if they can make that connection before they leave for the summer, if they do want to ask a teacher. Counselors are going to write for kids, so they don't necessarily need to check in with their counselor, but if you sat through a junior planning conference, they did ask for the student self-survey as well as the parent self-survey. They use those to help them write their letters. So if you have a junior currently, you didn't fill out either of those, your student didn't, or you didn't, make sure that you get those to the counselor because they do a lot of writing over the summer. Again, teachers do as well. So if you can get in touch with a teacher now, we recommend only asking one teacher at this point, unless you know for sure that you are applying to a school that requires two teachers. Our teachers are getting asked by a lot of students to write, so we don't want teachers to write if they don't need to write for a student. So asking for 2 letters to be proactive when you might need 2 letters isn't really helpful. So if you know you need 1, go ahead and ask for that now. If next fall you find, or if you know now you need 2, or next fall you find you need a second one, then that would be the time to ask for a second letter. Summer is a great time to visit colleges. I know some people are a little hesitant to do it because there's not as many kids on campus, but colleges do have a lot of summer visit opportunities. So it is a good way. Definitely, as you narrow down your list, I would recommend visiting maybe in the fall again, when you've maybe narrowed it down to 2 or 3. But as you're starting to narrow down that list, it's a good way to see a campus and visit different kinds of campuses. You don't necessarily have to visit the schools necessarily that you're only applying to, but maybe visit a large school, a mid-sized school, a small school, just to get a feel for campuses of different sizes so that you can maybe start to narrow down your list a little bit. Start finalizing that list so that come fall, you know where you're going to apply. And then after August 1st, the Common App will open, so you can start your Common application. I think kids who come into school with the majority of their Common App completed before the first day of school just feel like they're in a much better place, and it feels like a much less overwhelming process. And then start writing your essays. There is a great workshop this summer through our summer school program. There's 2 different sessions. It's a week long. So that's a great opportunity. They'll get help writing their essays. But even if they don't have time for something like that, to go ahead and start those essays. And then in the fall, they can work with their English teachers, their counselors to help kind of critique those and finalize those things. So those are all things that we would recommend that students do this summer, starting or even now in the spring, as we wrap up the school year, just so that senior year, the beginning of senior year is very busy with homecoming, and we want all of our kids to be active and participants in clubs and going to games and things like that. So if they can get some of these things out of the way before school year starts, it hopefully won't feel so overwhelming for them. And that's kind of all I had.
Thanks, Jen. I appreciate
Yep.
that. Thank you for
Thank
those
you.
opportunities. As a father of 3 kids who are, my last one's finishing high school now, those are awesome tips. It does make it a lot easier if that Common App has started around early August before you hit November, because by then it's too late and you're scrambling. So nice, appreciate that. I just want to present a couple other things. One of them is summer work opportunities. Your student, if they're looking for a job, should stop by, and they're under the age of 16. They may need a worker's permit. If they're over 16, they probably will not. They shouldn't need one. But if you're under 16, stop by the counseling office and check in with Ms. Schutz. She can get a worker's permit for anybody. And then there's a couple steps. There's only about 3 forms that need to be filled out, but one of them does require either my signature or one of the assistant principals, and every now and then you might have signed one too, Jen. For the most part, though, it does need a school official to sign it that you're passing your classes and you're in good standing. So please stop by the counseling office, pick up that worker permit application. And it's a little longer than this, but there are 3 main parts that have to be filled out. And let me tell you, there's a lot of jobs out there. Right there in the Student Commons is our job board, and there's a lot of jobs posted out there. People are looking for help. Everything from swimming at the pool to nanny to mowing lawns to working at McDonald's. Woo-hoo, I remember those days. So there's a lot of job opportunities. Stop by that job board, find one, pull it off, and go make a call. It's a great experience to do that interview at 13 or 14. So when you're 25, you're a little bit more confident in yourself when you have to do that real-time interview. So I encourage everybody to get those job opportunities out there when they can. They're there. But one of the things I want to talk more about was summer school in particular. We are doing summer school this year. It is at Hinsdale South, as Hinsdale Central is getting a little bit of work done, mostly on windows. So unless we don't want to have open air classes, so they're going to be held at South again this year. Here are some QR links to the registration guide, as well as the program of studies for the summer school that you should be able to click through. I did check these earlier, so they should work. If they're not, you can blame me later on. But you can access all of this information from the Infinite Campus, and the portal has all the information about summer school and signing up for classes. So make sure you're going through Infinite Campus Parent Portal to do all of that. And summer school is available for any rising 9th grade student all the way through a rising 12th grade student. Summer school runs 2 semesters. The first week is Monday, June 3rd. So we get out of school that Friday before. It does start right away on Monday and goes all the way through June 6th. I'm sorry, that first week. And then the second week is Monday, June 10th through June 13th. And the third week ends, I think it's Friday the 20th. There's no school, I think, on the 20th, 19th, due to Juneteenth Day. And then the second holiday starts, week 1 is June 24th and goes all the way through, I can't see my screen. It must be like July 3rd, somewhere right around there. I can't see my screen on this. So get signed up for one or both of those weeks to earn your credit. Transportation is available. There is no bus service for driver's ed or the enrichment classes, but if you do need transportation to Hinsdale South, the bus transportation is available, and you'll do that through Infinite Campus when you sign up. Students must have a Chromebook. It will be issued if you're a rising 9th grade student. They will provide that to you within the first couple of days of school. And textbooks are not required, but if they are, they should be made available to you in that summer school process as well. So don't let this be a barrier to summer school. You can get there, and we can help get you there as well. There are a lot of courses. Some are credit bearing, some are recovery classes. but hopefully you're taking it for a credit bearing opportunity. Remember, if you are looking to grad as a graduation requirement, it must be taken through District 86. So while COD does have some really cool classes, if you need that class for graduation, it should be taken through District 86 unless you're transferring in from an outside school. So keep those things in mind. There are a number of classes here that you can take for credit bearing, and then if you need a recovery, which hopefully most of us don't, it is there for you as well. Summer school runs from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and it is, or to 1 p.m. I'm sorry, to 1 p.m., 11 p.m. Holy cow, that would be a really long day. But only 1 to 1 o'clock. So 5 hours of class is equivalent to 1 week. Each day of school is considered 1 week, so you cannot miss. If you miss more than 2 days, they do drop you without a refund. So keep that in mind. You have to commit to all 3 weeks if you are signing up. We also have some enrichment and workshop offerings. I like that District 86 is able to do this. Sometimes it is based on enrollment, but there are a lot of enrichment classes available to you and help you either fill in a gap or try something different without it being necessarily showing up on your transcript. So you can take it a little bit for more fun or just to figure out what you need in regards to it. And then there are some workshops. Some of these classes don't run like the 8 to 1 o'clock. They're done a little bit differently. Some end as early as 11. Some only run 4 days instead of 5 days. When you go through the registration process, you can find out exactly what's there. But there are a lot of opportunities. It doesn't just have to be for credit bearing or recovery. There could just be, hey, I'm looking to fill in a little time and keep busy a little bit. Here's some great opportunities for you. Mrs. Grady and Miss Staub are the directors, summer school directors. I've included their emails. And Mrs. Matozzi is the Dean, Administrative Assistant to the Dean's Office at Hinsdale South, and she also serves as the Administrative Assistant in the summer as well. So log into Infinite Campus to find out a lot more, or contact Miss Grady or Miss Staub to get some information as well. And we hope to see you on campus as I make my way at South a couple times in the summer and see you. I know I will be in all the freshman classes at some point because they always invite me in to talk a little about the high school experience. So this is what I have. I want to thank you for everybody for being with us and look forward to seeing you as Red Devils and bringing your fire next year.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Principal Walsh and Jen, for a lot of really fantastic information. Just so you know, this presentation will be emailed out tomorrow. I do appreciate those that were able to join us, and I do apologize for the technical difficulties that we had. I did receive a bunch of emails that we were on, so we will be getting this out to everyone. Please feel free to reach out with any questions to me. Again, president@hcpto.org. Again, we welcome all of our rising freshmen. Congratulations on your graduation from middle school. And again, congratulations to all of our wonderful seniors that are going on to either a gap year, something with the in the trades, or going on to college. So another wonderful year. We thank all of the staff and the admin for all of their support, and we couldn't do all of the great things that we're the PTO is able to do without the parents and the support of our teachers and staff. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the school year and has a very, very happy and safe summer. And we will see you next year. Thanks, you all.